If you're a business owner and you're still manually following up with your leads in 2025, then you are making a very big mistake over here because AI is taking over. And the businesses that are using automated follow ups with AI are closing more deals than ever. Now, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can build up an AI lead qualifying assistant that will call your leads, qualify them, and also book appointments for you all on autopilot. Now, this will only happen when the lead submits a form. Now, the form can be submitted from our website or maybe from a Facebook ad, wherever the form is placed. Now, if this sounds interesting, then I'm going to be showing you a very quick demo of how this works so that you guys can get an understanding. So as you guys can see, I've prepared a form for you guys over here. This is a financial advisor form. So let's say we're doing this for a financial advisor, and this is his form. Okay, so this is the form that he has provided us. What is your full name? What is your age? Let's say I'm a 50-year-old guy who needs some financial advising, and I'm gonna write my email over here. It's xyz@gmail.com, just for the sake of this video. And then I'm just gonna be putting out the phone number at the end of this form so that you guys don't see this. Let's say retirement planning is my financial goal right now. And what is your annual income range? Let's say 100K. And what is your time? Morning. And how did you hear about us? So let's say I got this form from Facebook. All right. So now I'm gonna be pausing this video real quick, and then I'm gonna put it at my phone number, and then you'll see what happens. All right, guys, I'm receiving a phone call over here. So let's see who is this from. This should be interesting.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. Who is this?
Hi, this is Sophia. I'm calling on behalf of ABC Company, a financial advisory firm. You recently shared your details through Facebook regarding financial planning services. I'd love to help you take the next step toward achieving your retirement planning goals. Do you have a few moments to discuss this?
Yeah, I do.
Great. I noticed that retirement planning is important to you and your income range is around $100,000. Is that correct? Have you already started saving or investing for retirement? Or are you looking for advice on where to begin?
No, I haven't saved up any money yet, actually. But yeah, I'm planning on retirement.
That's perfectly fine. Many people are in the same situation, and it's great that you're thinking about it now. ABC Company can help you create a personalized plan to get started on your retirement savings. Would you be open to a quick no obligation chat to explore your options?
That sounds interesting. Yeah, I can book an appointment. I'm free on tomorrow at 3 p.m. Can you guys do tomorrow at 3 p.m.? Is that possible?
Please hold on a moment while I book your appointment. Unfortunately, the 3 p.m. slot is unavailable. However, we can offer you a time anytime between 3:30 p.m. and 8 p.m. tomorrow, February 6th, 2025. Would
Uh,
any of those times work for you?
I think, can you do 4 p.m. for me? I want to book an appointment for 4 p.m. That would be helpful for me. I'm free at that time.
Please hold on a moment while I book your appointment. Perfect. I've scheduled your appointment for 4 p.m. on February 6th, 2025. You'll receive a confirmation email shortly. Thank you and have a great day.
You too. Bye bye. Take care. Have a good day. Bye bye. All right. So that was pretty cool. I wasn't aware that I had an appointment. This is just a test appointment. I'm just doing this for the sake of this video. But yeah, I just had an appointment over here, a test appointment. So it checked the calendar. It saw that the slot is currently unavailable at that time. So yeah, it suggested me another slot, and I requested 4 p.m. and it successfully booked the appointment. So now that you guys have seen the demo, I hope you guys got a pretty good understanding of how this is gonna work. All right. So I'm gonna be just giving you a proper breakdown, anyways, so that you guys can have a very clear understanding of the system, basically. So this is where everything's gonna start. So whenever a lead submits a form with their details, just like I did, so the form could be on their website, maybe on Facebook ad or Instagram, anywhere you want. So once the form has been submitted, it will be transferred to Google Sheets. This is an optional step, by the way. Like we can transfer all the details that the lead has submitted to a CRM, and then the bot will call the lead instantly, just like you saw on the video right now. and then the bot will ask questions to qualify the lead if the lead is a right fit for the business or not. So if the lead doesn't seem qualified, then the bot will label the lead as follow up needed. Maybe if the lead didn't pick up the call or if they're busy right now, so it'll label the lead as follow up needed or maybe not interested if they didn't show any if they didn't show much interest regarding the product or their service. So bot books the appointment on calendar, and this will happen only when the lead is qualified, just like you saw. So if the lead is qualified, the bot will book the appointment on Google Calendar, and the details of the call will be sent to CRM. So if your website is getting 100 forms per day, let's say, then the AI will execute all the 100 calls, and then it will also try to qualify the lead, maybe book appointments. Not maybe, like it will try to book appointments, and then it will send all the details to the CRM. Let me just show you the CRM. Alright guys, so I'm using Airtable as my CRM, and as you can see, it has tracked all the details of my call over here. My name, the status of the call, interest level, yeah, this was quite high, and then appointment status booked. Objection type is empty because I made the call pretty easy for the bot. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, if you can try throwing out some objections with the bot, and it'll handle pretty smoothly based on how good your prompt is. I'll go through that in the later part of the video. All right. Now, preferred follow-up as there's no follow-up needed, right? So, call outcome successful. Lead knows interested in retirement planning, has not saved any money yet, but is yeah, that is a pretty good note. Anyways, so like I was saying, if there are thousands of calls being made by the AI, you can track all the details of each and every call in the CRM. You can use Google Sheets as a CRM or any other CRM you want, but yeah, it's up to you. Now let's head back to this. Now, as you guys have a very good idea of how this works, I'm gonna be explaining you guys how this can actually help your business. Now, most businesses lose leads simply because they don't follow up fast enough. By the time they call the lead has either moved on or chosen a competitor. Like this is the most common problem on business industries out there. So slow response times means wasted marketing dollars and missed revenue opportunities. Like if you're not fast enough with following up with your lead, then you can be losing customer over here, right? Like right on that spot. So having AI lead qualifying systems like this makes it literally impossible that you don't miss a single lead. Like no lead slips out throughout the cracks, and this can significantly increase your conversion rates and help your business scale faster without the hassle of manual follow-ups. Now, for this video, we're gonna be using three of these make scenarios over here. Uh, this one will be responsible for initiating the calls, and this one will be responsible for booking the appointments, and this one will be responsible for sending all the information of the leads, all the details of the calls straight into a CRM. Now, as I told you that I'm using Airtable as my CRM, and I'll be using Airtable for this video because it's my favorite software to be used as a CRM. Anyways, you can place over here Google Sheets or any other CRM you want. All right. If you're a business owner and you're interested in AI, like you know the possibilities of AI, but you're not sure how you can implement this into your business, then you can book a free consultation call with me. We'll walk you through how you can implement AI into your business. So if you want to build AI voice agents, maybe chatbots or any other automations to streamline your processes, then yeah, you can just book a free call with me. All right. Now, without further ado, let's just hop right into the tutorial. Alright guys, so now we are on VAPI, and this is where we'll be creating our voice assistant, of course. And if you have watched my previous videos, then you'll see that I use VAPI to create most of my voice assistants. So yeah, this is what we're gonna be using for this video. We're gonna be using VAPI, make for creating the backend operations, and for CRM we're gonna be using Airtable, right? So feel free to stick throughout the video if this sounds interesting. Now, this is the first message. This is just a very simple first message. This is a lead information, and here you will have all the information on the lead on who you are calling. This is name, age. Now, if you're wondering what this asterisk or what these hashtags are doing over here, then this is called Markdown formatting. And by using Markdown language, this helps the large language model or the model that you are currently using, which is the GPT-4 or Mini. This helps the AI model to understand what message are we trying to give it, right? So just gonna be showing you an example of how what I'm trying to say over here. So this is a markdown editor. So this is gonna turn our markdown language into a plain text, a normal text, I'll say. So if I paste the prompt over here, you can see that this is how it is structured right now, so this is very well structured. This is the lead information, and this is header 1, header 2, just like that. So I'm going to be going through the prompt from over here because this will be easier to understand for you guys. So this is the role I've given it. You are Sophia, a professional friendly voice assistant on behalf of ABC company, and your primary goal is to confirm the lead's interest. I've just given it a list of instructions that it should follow, and then execute the set appointment tool. This is the tool that I've created for setting the appointment, and you can go through this by yourself. You'll find all of this in the description down below. Now, this is some important instructions that I've given it that you are provided with the current date and time. This is a formula for detecting the current date and time. Now, when booking an appointment, if the lead mentions a relative date such as next Wednesday, you must calculate the correct date using the current date and time provided above. I'm just asking it to use this formula to get the current date and time, and then use this information to make sure you book the appointment properly, because let's say everyone's not going to mention the specific date for which they want to book an appointment. So let's say I say maybe next Friday at 2 p.m. So if it's not aware what day is it today or what date is it today, then it will not be able to book the appointment properly. Okay, so in that case we have to make sure that we're providing it the correct information, which is the current date and time. So it will analyze this information to book the appointment properly. Conciseness and professionalism: keep your responses concise, one to line, unless the lead asks for further clarification. Maintain a friendly and empathetic tone. All of that. Personalization. This is just some basic prompting over here. I mean, these are not completely basic, but yeah, you get the idea. Now, this is high name. I'm gonna be showing you guys what this actually means. These are basically called dynamic variables. By the way, if you're not familiar with it, I'm gonna be explaining this within a moment. Confirmation of interest. You can basically go through this prompt by yourself. I'm just giving it a list of instructions that you should follow this and this. All right, you can access the prompt in my recent result down below. Anyways, so this is the closing. If appointment booked, it will respond like this: the perfect. I've scheduled your appointment for time and date. This is basically the time and date which was mentioned by the user. This is the notes section. This is basically I'm giving the bot some final instructions that it should follow, because as this prompt is pretty big, it the bot can sometimes forget the instructions that I've provided it in the middle of the prompt. So hence I'm just giving it as a reminder that this is your instruction that you should follow strictly. I hope it makes sense. And yeah, if you're interested in prompt engineering and stuff, then you can watch Liam Motley's prompt engineering video. It's a 1 hour video, I guess. This is where you can learn a lot about prompt engineering. All right. So now that we have gone through the system prompt, I'm going to be explaining what the dynamic variables are over here. So this is the name. Double asterisk mean bold letters. So as you can see that there are curly brackets over here. This is what we call dynamic variables. So each name for each lead will be different. Okay. So if two forms are submitted, one will be from X lead and another one will be from Y lead. Their names will be different. Their data will be different. So in that case, the data has to be dynamically handled. So to handle that data dynamically, we use dynamic variables, and you use third brackets like this to handle dynamic variables. And all of this data will be coming from make.com, which I'll jump in a moment, and then all of it will make sense, right? So yeah. Now, let me just finish this VAPI part over here. So this is the transcriber. This is just some basic transcriber that I'm using. I didn't change anything over here. And 11 labs. I'm using an 11 labs voice. You can use any voice you want. You can just test. So there's a lot of voices over here, and they're quite good. I mean, not all of them, but I'll suggest you go with 11 labs if you're actually trying to use this for your business. The functions, this is a set appointment function that I've created, that this function will only be triggered when the when the lead wants to book an appointment. So let's say the bot is engaging with a lead and the lead is interested in booking an appointment. Only in that time will the function be triggered, and this data will be sent to make.com over here in this scenario. All right, so let's head back. Let me just finish this over here. And yeah, this is the advanced section over here. This I didn't everything is quite the same over here. Default settings provided by VAPI, but this is the server URL which will be sent over here. This is the URL that will be used to analyze the transcript of each and every conversation. So after each and every call, the analysis will be sent over here, and then it will be the relevant information will be extracted and sent directly to Airtable, just like this. So it will extract all the information using the ChatGPT module, the call status, the interest level, and the appointment status, all of that, and then be sent straight to that. Be sent straight to the CRM. So I hope it makes sense. So this is the values that I'm using. So let's just head over to tools. I'm just going to be showing you what I've used for the set appointment tool. So this is the one I'm using. So set appointment is the tool description that this tool will be used to book an appointment. Run this tool whenever the user has stated the date and time for which he or she would like to book the appointment. This is the booking time. This will contain the date and time for which the user wanted to book an appointment. It can also contain phrases such as next Monday 2 p.m. Uh, I cannot provide the tools in my resource hub, so you can just copy this information if you're trying to use this by yourself, right? So yeah, and this is just the webhook over here. You can just create a new select new tools over here, and then you can just create a tool right away. If you're not familiar with VAPI, then you can check other of my videos. I have a lot of videos posted regarding VAPI, and you can just check one of them out. But anyways, let's head over to the next scenario. So we're gonna be going through these three scenarios, like I've told you previously. Now you can find all of these templates in the description down below in my resource hub, so you can access them absolutely for free, and you can literally set this up in your business within just a couple of minutes. Just import the templates on your make account, and then you can start running them by yourself. All right, using this step-by-step tutorial. Now this is the watch form responses. This will be responsible for watching the forms. So this is the form ID, and if you're wondering what the form ID is, it's basically, if I head over to the form ID over here, so this is the number that you're seeing over here. It'll start from 1 and it'll end up with G. So it's between these two slashes of T and edit. It's basically between these two slashes. So yeah. Anyways, let's head back to the scenario. So this is the form ID, and once we're done with that, let's get over to this one. This is the same form ID, and the response ID is from this module, right? And now let's get rid of this one. This is the lead details that I've selected, and once a form has been submitted, the details, the answers from the lead will be extracted to this. So, and we are using this module so that we can send this information to the VAPI module and feed the bot with this dynamic information, the dynamic variables. So let's say the user answered their first name, their last name, no, not their last name, their age, their phone number, their email, their financial goals. So all the information will be from the form will be sent straight to here, then to VAPI. Okay, so I'm gonna be showing you how this works actually. So now we are in the VAPI module, and this is how it looks like. So this is the API key of your VAPI. You can just head over to VAPI and then click over here and then select API keys, and then you'll be seeing your VAPI API key right over here. Anyways, so let's just you're gonna have to copy the API key and then paste this over here. And after you do that, you're gonna be seeing this once you import the template. By the way, if you're wondering how you can import the template, just click on over here and then just click on import. All right. So that way you'll be able to see this right away. Anyways, this is the assistant ID. And if you're wondering what your assistant ID is, it's basically this one. Uh, this is your assistant ID. So just copy this and just paste this over here. And your phone number ID is the one that you will find in your phone number section of VAPI. So yeah. Now variable values, these are the values that I've gotten from this tool. So I'm just placing it over here. These are all dynamic values which I have placed in my prompt, in my system prompt at the very beginning, right? So this is very important because all the information will be very dynamic. So we have to make sure that the information is being transferred from one platform to another properly. So yeah, now this is the customer name, the number, all of that, the phone number ID. Yeah, you can just find your phone number ID on the phone number section of VAPI, right? So that I've just and I've also added an error handler over here. So for example, in case there is an error over here in the VAPI module, it will just stop the scenario. This is just a safety precaution, nothing else. You can, it's quite optional, so it's not necessary that you have to place this, right? Now let's head over to an appointment setter scenario. Now, if you're wondering where this webhook is connected, then yeah, this webhook is connected with the tool of VAPI. So head over to the tool over here, and the one that you saw, this is the webhook that is connected with this. So once the set appointment function is triggered, it uses this to run the entire scenario. So firstly, it's going to convert the time into ISO format. ISO format is basically a specific type of format which make only supports, and it's going to process the information in that way, and it will be sent to Google Calendar. So let's say if the user wanted to book an appointment for 3 p.m. and this 3 p.m. slot is available. So in that case, it's going to go through this path, and then it's going to book the appointment, and then it's going to send out a response that great, your appointment has been successfully booked. But in case if the 3 p.m. slot is booked, then it's going to go through this path, go down this path, and then it's going to check the other slots for which the calendar is empty or the slot is available. So after finding out the slots which are available, it's going to suggest this with the response over here, and the response for which the slots are available, this will be generated dynamically by ChatGPT over here. All right, I've explained this thousands of times in my other videos, so I'm not going to be going through this entire process, but that's just a gist of it. So it's basically converting the time into ISO format over here, and it's going to check over here that if the slot is available or not. So if it's available, go through this path. If not, find other slots which are available in the calendar, and then suggest this to the user using this webhook response module. As simple as that. So you can just import the template from my resource hub, and then just play around with this by yourself. Once you run this scenario, click on this run once module, just test it out by yourself a couple of times, you'll get the hang of it, hopefully. I'm going to be heading over to the very third scenario. And this scenario is responsible for storing all the information, all the details of the call, and sending it straight to my CRM. So once a call has ended, it will trigger this webhook. And how will it trigger the webhook? This is because I have set this up on my server URL for my system. So this is the one that I'm using. And if I head over to the advanced tab, so this is where you'll have to put your webhook URL over here for the call summary scenario. All right. So just head over here and then just paste this webhook URL over here below server URL. And after that, yeah, you're good to go. All right, so this is a ChatGPT module, and this is completely responsible for analyzing the transcript of the entire conversation, and then it will extract all the relevant information of the call, the information which we need to determine if the call was successful or not, what was the outcome of the call, all of that. So yeah, so you can see that we have labeled it as call status, interest level, and appointment date and time, if the appointment was booked or not, lead notes, which you saw over here. This is basically the details, the information which the ChatGPT module will be extracting for us, right? This is the lead notes over here. You can see that it was in the prompt over here. So yeah, this ChatGPT module is responsible for doing all of that. And I've also given it an output example that you must provide the output in a JSON format. So yeah, and I've asked it to provide the output in JSON format because we'll be passing the result of this ChatGPT to this parse JSON module, just like this, so that it can extract all the JSON variables, the key pair values properly. So yeah, and then after that, we'll simply be passing all the information to the Airtable create a record module. If you're using Google Sheets, then maybe you can just simply click on over here and then just search for Google Sheets. Click on Google Sheets and then click on add a row, and you're good to go. This is how you'll be able to connect this with your Google Sheets module. So this is the entire setup, guys. These are the three scenarios that you will need for this. And once you've created the VAPI assistant, once you've set up the system prompt and created the tool, you can rewind back to where I was explaining the tool. You can just copy the instructions and just paste it over there to create your own tool. And then yeah, once you've created the tool and imported all of these three templates on make, you're good to go. Basically your system will be up and running. You can just test this 1 or 2 times and it should work properly just fine. So yeah, now this is basically it. And if you guys found this video valuable, then feel free to hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. And yeah, this is it for today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.